Average interest rate is at 10. Let's see. What's going on, YouTube? OSAS back with another video. And today, guys, I want to talk about how anybody can make it. Anybody. It don't matter who you are, what your profession is, where you are in life. I want to see everybody rich. I want to see it. My brothers, my sisters, listen, we can all do this, and it's actually a lot more easier than you might think it is. Now, people think you need a very high-paying job to, be wealthy, but actually, you don't need a high-paying job at all. You do need a job. You do need a decent job, I would say. But building that wealth, getting wealthy is a matter of how much you can save and invest. So that's why today I'm going to tell you in the most simplest form rather, how to really go about investing your money. Simplest way, anybody can do it. I won't even take too much of your time. I'm not going into super details, but I want to show you the framework. So what we're talking about today is the concept of compound interest when investing in stocks. And specifically, when I say stocks, I mean ETFs. And like I said, I'm going to keep this simple. So when I say ETF, an ETF, okay, is essentially a group of stocks combined into one basket. And when you invest in that basket, you are investing in all the stocks in that basket. That's it. That's literally it. So when you take a look at the stock market, right, we have the S&P 500. Okay, the S&P 500 is composed of the 500 most profitable stocks in the stock market. So when you invest in a S&P 500 ETF, okay, you're listening, you are investing in 500 US, the best, I guess the top 500 US companies, okay? And you are getting a small portion of each of those 500 companies, right? That's cool. So you get a little bit of Apple, some Microsoft. I don't really know all the companies that are in there. We could always do another video to see all the companies in the ETF 500. In the S&P 500. If you want a video like that, leave a comment in the comment section. But now that we know what an what an ETF is, and specifically what the S&P 500 ETF is, and actually there's many of them. But essentially, when you see different ETFs that are S&P 500 ETFs, they all boil down to just a basket of top performing 500 US stocks. And that is what you want to invest in, because it keeps investing simple. You don't have to go out there and choose, random stocks and just hope you know what you're doing, because to be honest, I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know this is very simple. So let's go into the computer now, and I want to show you the power of compound interest. Okay, let me show you. So let's actually delete these numbers here just to show you how the rich and wealthy people are doing it. All right. So let's say you are working a job and you make, let's just say, $1,200 bi-weekly, right? So $1,200 bi-weekly. In a month, what is that? Is that $2,400 in a month? Now, of that $2,400, the goal is to save as much as possible so you can put towards investing. So let's say, for example, of that $2,400, you're able, after paying your rent, paying your expenses, paying all the needs and not the wants, the needs, let's say you're able to put down $300 as an initial investment. Okay? Each month, you're gonna put down, let's say, $300, right? Length of time in years. Now, let's say you do this for 10 years, right? Historically, the S&P 500 has an average annual return of 10% in the last 50 years. In the last 10 years, it's about 14%, so even better. But we'll just go with the historical data, and we'll say interest rate is 10 years, right? So we'll do length of time for 10 years. Estimated interest rate is 10 years. And now let's calculate how much this $300 today is going to be in 10 years if every single month you put in $300. Let's calculate. Now take a look at this, guys. Now this is an awesome graph because this shows your investment and the future value of your investment. So after 10 years, you would have invested $36,000, right? But the value, your account value, would actually be at $58,000. Now that is insane, and all you were doing is investing in the same ETF, the same S&P 500 ETF, and look at all this money that you're making. And now what's really interesting is you can play with this, right? You can go back to this calculator and you can change the numbers around. Let's say you're able to invest $400 monthly. Like you're able to save $400 and put it towards investing. So if you calculate, now look at that, your 58,000 has now jumped to 77,000 just because you invested $100 more. That is why it is so important to save as much money as possible and put it towards investing, right? So you can see this is powerful. This is very powerful. And compound interest, you're getting interest on the money that's already there. You're getting interest on the money that you are going to be putting in there. And it just goes crazy. It's just, you got to be consistent, and time is your friend, which is why you have to start today. Before I go, I just want to do a realistic example here. So if we're putting $400 monthly into our S&P 500 ETF, how about we change the length of time to 40 years? So let's say we want to do this for 40 years. Let's see how much money we would get initially investing $300, putting a monthly contribution of $400, and for 40 years, average interest rate is at 10. Let's see. Bruh, you have, in 40 years, you would have $2,138,022.04. Brother. And what you would have invested is only $192,000. So you can see the power of compound interest can make anybody rich. You want the money, it's there. You just got to be consistent and keep doing what you do, and we can all get to financial freedom. That's it for today. I've taken more than enough of your time. If you stayed throughout the whole video, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, and have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next video. Oh, and please subscribe to the channel, brand new channel. We're trying to, we're trying to get up there, help your brother out. All right, take care. Peace.